Okay, so this is part 3 of Seance at Blake Manor. We need keys to get into other people's bedrooms. It just seems to be the theme right now is we don't have enough keys. We just talked to Miss Murphy, which, is what it is. The problem is not every character is super important. The basement seems to be very important to us. That's a room that we need to get into. We've met most of the characters except for him. I'm not sure how we can even get to him, but we've met almost everybody. We need to talk to the doctor as well. He has a medium-sized shoe, so that's suspicious. But we need more keys, so I need to figure out how I can either get the one from the stable or something, because we're just having a hard go of it. So timetable wise, it's almost 4 o'clock, which is when the bar opens. A lot of people are going to be in the bar at that time, which would be a great time to go to their, go talk to them. So it's probably either time to go to the stables or time to go to the basement and try to make use of the time. I don't think I need to talk to him again. Certain people also don't have enough to talk to them about. Okay. Can we hit the stables from out here? I can't remember. I hate being outside when it's dark, but I kind of need a key. I don't have a key and it's driving me nuts. Now he's here. This is probably not the best time to deal with Mr. Hunter. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in a long thing. There's a ghost at the fire pit. Have you seen a woman's ghost by the fire pit? I caught a glimpse of something, alright? Only recent mind. She's not been there long, that I know. Miss Montavani is spending a lot of time out there attuning to the site. Maybe you should talk to her. Did you play bridge? I heard there was a game of bridge on Tuesday evening. Ah, yes, I wouldn't have known that sort of thing's for guests and staff serving drinks. And I, as I'm sure you can tell, am neither. No, I was still outside trying to get the stable door done before the night chill set in. That's interesting. I want to talk to him about that. Any shadowy figure? Have you seen a large figure, much larger than a man, roaming around the manor grounds? I have seen it in the corner of my eye, or sometimes it's just a feeling of being watched. There's something there, sure enough. My guess, it's not a ghost. Maybe the spirit of a giant? Some Gwyd folk, perhaps? Or something more. The old Irish gods once walked these parts. Though I don't know much about that. Maybe the library will have something of use? You've been here for some time, haven't you? Have you noticed any strange happenings around the place? There's too many to count. Nary a week goes by, I tell you. But the one that really gives me chills was when I was sweeping the ballroom during the off-season. And I turned to find that the chairs, they had been unpacked and arranged around me, like I had an audience. Needless to say, I don't like that ballroom all that much. You said you were repairing the stable door on Tuesday evening? Aye, it would have been Tuesday. Had to do it right when it was broken. Saved me from making up another stall. I think I missed some meetings for it. The horses have my best interest in mind. Haha. We did learn something new. I wonder why the door was broken, though. He referred to it as the door. So someone had been tampering with it, or? It's almost time for the bar. I'm gonna run to this. Can I go to the basement from here? I don't know how I can actually get to the basement without having a key for it. So we may have time. I guess to run to the library, maybe. It's somewhere we never seem to end up. They stay in the library. Those two. Nothing new to look up in archaeology. This is psychology. Did we look up dreams before? Dreams are... Oh, yeah, we did. Okay. Alright. If I need to talk... Oh, I still don't have the book she's asking about. Was there something new I need to talk to her about? We already talked to her about that. The morning cameo. Miss Lyle's necklace, I might understand it's a morning cameo. It is Mr. Ward for her late husband. I never met him, you know. He died of malaria. And I did try to warn Victoria. I had seen it, you understand. We were too late, of course. And to listen to Victoria, the world lost a remarkable man because of it. Their bond, oh, Mr. Ward, it's deep gentleness, deep love. Sometimes I don't know if I'm doing it right, you see. Being there for her and all this. But I want to try.
I'll let you be, man.
Take care.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I've talked to everybody. I think I've gotten all I need.
That's all, Mrs.
Farewell, Mr.
Yeah,
Ward.
I don't have anything new. For the sciences, we don't have anything. No, nothing for science. For world mythology, nope. For Irish mythology, we can look up giants. Irish mythology has its share of giants, but none so noteworthy as Fionn Mac McHale, the bearer of the thumb of knowledge and leader of the legendary band of warriors. The Fianna, Fionn, has many tales attributed to him. The formation of the Giant's Causeway, the creation of the Isle of Man and Lough Neagh, and the battling of many mythological foes. There are some to believe him to be a descendant, a mega demigod descendant of McCullough, the last king of Tuatha De Danann. What is that? The Tuatha De Danann, or people of Danu, are the old gods of Ireland, with Danu being a sort of earth mother type entity representing the land itself. A race of beings, each twice the height of a man, with unnatural abilities. Like the gods of many classical mythologies, each one had areas of expertise, though there were much overlapping and infighting as a result. They lived in Ireland for countless centuries and battled with otherworldly foes. There's a book here with some of Tuatha De Danann listed in it. It might be worth looking at. Where would the book be? Is it... They give us a lot of leads, but then it's like... Okay, I don't know where the book is. This is world history. Nope. This is Ireland's history. Now they have keening and standing stones. So keening, or lamenting over the dead, is an ancient custom practice in Ireland with origins tracing back to Eastern nations. The Irish word for keening, sin, closely resembles the Hebrew sinna, both meaning lamentation or weeping with clapping of hands. Traditionally, Irish bards led the funeral songs that addressed the deceased's genealogy, rank, possessions, virtues, and vices. But over time, mourners, often women, took over. Till about the mid of the last century, the custom was very generally adhered to in Ireland, as well in families of those highest condition among those of lower orders. Of late years, the custom has fallen greatly into disuse and is now of a rare occurrence, except in some very old families and amongst the peasantry, has become more of a wordless, mournful cry. Standing stones, or menhir, are large, deliberately placed stones found across the world, but especially in Ireland. There's no consensus of the purpose of standing stones. There are no records detailing it, nor any surviving traditions that can be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. Those most commonly held would post that they marked the boundaries of territories, or if they had been ritual significance to old Druid religion. Some menhir are found to be inscribed with long forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. I guess it's a little bit of context, I guess. No, I think we looked these. Oh, no, we didn't look up tarot cards. I don't think. Originally a type of deck used for various Italian games, the tarot card was later developed by the French for use in divination, or cartomancy. This being a publication unconcerned with such mundane issues as simple card games, we will disregard the traditional use for its magical cousin. A tarot deck consists of 78 cards and 2 arcana, the 21 major arcana being face cards and the minor arcana being suits. The minor arcana are divided into 4 suits: wands, swords, cups, and coins, and contains the cards of numbers 1 to 10 and 4 court cards. Each major arcana has specific meaning, as does every suit and its cards therein, and every card has another meaning, again if drawn in the reverse position. Tarot cards to be drawn one by one in formation and read with consideration of their individual meaning and their position in the draw. They are typically consulted in matters of love and fortune, but can be asked a great many things, and in general are favored for their versatility. And we've looked at the stuff on the table before, so I don't think it's that. Nope, nothing new for religion. Let's see if there's anything new back here. I think we've read all these. Is there anything new on the table? We have a book. These 2 books look new. We looked at those. Okay. So for Irish mythology, I thought we read those. Oh, we hadn't read this. So this is the goddess Bridge, the old Irish goddess of healing, poetry, the hearth, smithing, and much else besides. We have the god Goibenu, the Irish god of smithing and hospitality. So smithing overlaps between these 2. We have the goddess Anne Morgan, the war witch of Tuatha de Danann, was the goddess of war, wealth, and death. Crows are her symbol. We've seen a lot of crows since we've been in this house. And then this one is the goddess Anne Calich, a goddess, a hag, and a diviner, whose domains are cold winds in winter. Not sure. I wonder what came of all these gods. I don't know. We learned a lot, for sure, but then we didn't learn a lot. Because it's like, well, the haunting. I guess I'm a little confused. We're learning, but then we're not learning. So we're supposed to learn the fate of the old gods, but it's like, how would we do that? We learned something about crows. Kind of. Because we have a lot of crows here. So I don't know how to learn the fate of the old gods. You know, we're kind of struggling here. Now, he claims that he was busy. I'm still supposed to be asking people about the bridge game. We haven't finished doing that. So I have a lot to ask about these different gods and what happened to them. We're still working on the bridge. I don't know how to meet this boy. I need to talk to these 2 about the ghost. I don't know how to talk to her. So yeah, we just have a lot going on here. I need to talk to the doctors. I don't know where they are. As you explore more areas, you see we get more maps. So right now, nobody's at the garden. I can't get into downtown or down basement. She's still in the living room or somewhere. We have a ton of people in the drawing room. This probably would be the best way to go right now. Oops, not trying to crouch. Because they're going to end up transitioning to the bar, I'm sure. Because these people seem to be little alcoholics, so... Oh, you can't start once it's started. So I'm trapped until these people come out of here. Now they have northern basement. But I can't really seem to get into the basement. Did I try to hit the basement from this way? I can't remember. Now can I go down? I think I want to go down. I don't think I want to go up. The door is locked. Was I down here before? I don't remember that. Another one of Mrs. Hasham's vase drawings. She seems to place them near basement entrances. I can't. What is that? Can I touch that? I can't seem to get into this box. Oh, she wasn't facing me a minute ago. Girl, you're getting on my nerves. She wasn't facing me a minute ago, I know that. So there's no way to get in the basement, huh? Okay, I don't know then. Basement's gonna be not an option for right now. I can't get in the drawing room because I was late to the lecture. I don't have a key to get into anyone else's bedroom. I don't want to talk to the people who are in the library. So yeah, I'm kind of at a standstill. I haven't met everybody, I don't think. I haven't had a chance to talk to him either. So yeah, unfortunately I don't know. 4 o'clock it'll be time to go to the bar. So well, they're keeping their eye on me. Is there anything else I can ask you?
Good day.
Hello, sir.
Okay, so I can still talk to her about a few things. Where were you during the bridge game? I understand there was a bridge game held on Tuesday. Yes, not that I know about it. I left some bottles and glasses out the night before and saw myself out. If they can flirt with the devil, they can prepare their own drinks, I'm sure. What do you know about? Do you know anything about the goddess Bridge? Dear Saint Bridge, sure, may she bless us all. You know, I think she's always been there for me. I never feel more peace than when I feel near her. Have you seen the shadowy figure? What? It's a cruel thing, sir, teasing a poor old housekeeper. Unfortunately, I'm quite serious, Mrs. Joyce. Oh, please don't say that. Please, sir, if you're after children's tales, go hang about in the library. You know, maybe I should. Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I hate to ask, would you mind keeping a fear on an eye on Mr. Doyle? I fear he may have taken a self-medicating. Oh, that. Don't you worry, sir. I'll set him straight. He's a good boy at heart, I promise you. He just needs a little guidance. At least he has Father Sanat to help him along. Always together recently, them two. I'm sure it'll do Seamus some good. Oh, so they've been hanging out. Kind of. They've been hanging out, kind of. How long have you been working at the Manor, Mrs. Joyce? Oh, well, really most of my life, sir, though I just moved here 5 years or so after my dear husband passed. I wasn't sure about it at first. I was all but shaking with nerves on my first day. We used to tell awful stories about this place as children, you know. And coming up the road to see the place didn't help, I'll tell you. Thick fog, black windows, and you swear there were things living in all the shadows. But I worked here a long old time now, and they haven't got me yet. Good. I noticed someone's been putting crosses across the manor. That'd be myself, sir. You know, they protect us against flames. I thought we could all use some protection, I suppose. I noticed some strange happenings about this place. I knew, sir. I warned the Marquez. That's what happens when you invite a gathering of the dark arts. We're turning our home into a snake pit. And for what reason, I ask? Well, I already got the object out, so... I hear this manor is supposed to be haunted. Well, there's plenty of stories about that place, sir, especially the ones I heard as a girl. Those were awful. Do you have any of your own? The only stories we have are our own, sir. I try not to be a writer, but sometimes I get a terrible feeling of being watched. Oh, I'm being silly. Whatever it is, it can't be stronger than the Lord. I already analyzed her. Oops. I figure I'll kill time talking to her. I have the impression, Mrs. Joyce, a little gets past you around here. Oh, no more than any housekeeper, sir. We get all sorts of little insights into our guests, you know. Could you tell me what the strange device in the atrium does? Besides being unsightly? Who knows, sir? I hope he takes it away once he's done and over with this whole ordeal. Who is he?
I'll be off.
God.
Figured I'd kill time talking to folks. Because
Sir?
we haven't got to talk about everything. Would you or Mrs. Joyce ever have washed clothes in the fountain? What? Why would anyone do that, sir? Even if the laundry was broken, there are bathtubs and sinks across this place. No sane person would do that, would they? No person at all? If you'll pardon my bluntness, sir. Okay. Have you seen anything strange lately? Strange? Oh, I'm just a cook, sir. Couldn't be involved in any sort of strangeness if I tried. I mean more in general ghostly sense, miss. Seen far more than I like then, sir. Air so thick with ghosts, I sometimes worry about mixing one into the soup. Okay. Now you might have something to say. Has anyone been putting crosses about the place? Oh, that's Mrs. Joyce, sir. She said she'd be doing something like that. It's nice of her. Okay, now it's 4 o'clock.
I'll leave you a bit.
Oh.
So the bar should be open. Yep. So people should be moving around. I definitely want to eavesdrop. We got 2 conversations going on.
Oh, no, miss. I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani. I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffer the cold than your corruption witch.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
I? You mean to say that... Why would you? No one's ever... No. Idle hands make the devil's work. Now please, leave me be.
That's weird. Is Mrs. Joyce sick? I'm gonna come back and talk to Mantovani, but I also want to eavesdrop on those.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, You're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with how things are.
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people? Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Oh, good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be all right.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't understand that either. Alright, Montavani.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
Yeah, I have a lot to talk to you about now. Where were you during the bridge game? Were you at the bridge game the other night? Me? No. The only cards I'm interested in are tarot. It was those I was reading while they played their game. Have you seen a woman's ghost by the fire pit? I felt her presence, but no, I haven't seen her. Tell me, Senor, is this her? I think, yes. Senor Dupree left us with me the other day. He's seeking a spirit, perhaps the one you found. At first, I thought it was Senorina Dean, but he assured me she is not. Oh, so it's the wife, I guess? Or the... You look tired, Montavani. There's a lot of strange energy in this place. It's difficult to sleep with so many spirits.
That's all.
Of course.
Okay. I guess I should make my way to the bar. Well, I actually don't know where everyone's going to be. I need to talk to Dupree. He's at the walled garden. But the bar is also open. And I need to talk to the doctors, who I have not had a chance to talk to. Where are the doctors? Are they on my list? I don't know where she is. He's in the drawing room. I can go back to the drawing room. I need to talk to him anyways. I'll deal with Mrs. Joyce in a minute. I don't want to talk to her. I only want to talk to him. Hi, Dr. Callahan.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
I have a lot to talk to you about, actually. Now that we have some time. Where were you during the bridge game? I heard there was a bridge game the other evening. Did you play? I did. Mrs. Darcy dragged me in on my aunt's suggestion. Mr. Scarrett was meant to play, but he was preoccupied in the library and left them down a player on short notice. Did many attend? Enough for 2 tables. Mrs. Barbosa, Miss Quinn, and Mrs. Lau were there. Marquez Blake joined us, as did Mr. Coventry. Okay. Have you been apprenticing under Fahad for long? I have, for too long in truth. I have learned everything she has to teach me, but still I'm an apprentice. She's not like my modern approach to the role. She believes it distracts me from the work, but to adapt is the work. If only I could get her to see modern problems require modern solutions. Do you know anything about the well in the hedge maze? I do. It's old, very old, from before this place was built. Probably not the only bit of antiquity around here either. It's Fahad's belief the well is the lifeblood of this entire region. I'm inclined to agree with her. Do you know much about using music to aid with dreams? A bit. I'm actually trying something along those lines myself. My dreams here, they're a bit different than normal. I'm going to try to enter them more consciously. It's a technique called lucid dreaming. Can we have a shared dream? I believe that people at the manor are experiencing the same dream, shared to some extent. I believe something similar. I intended to try some lucid dreaming to get a better handle on the dream itself, but I keep getting sidetracked. I must get around to asking the staff for a gramophone. I found a record in the drawing room, and I intend to use its music as a sleep aid. Fingers crossed something comes of it. Let's talk about lucid dreaming a little bit more. What can you tell me about lucid dreaming, Doctor? Funny you should say. I have a plan to try it here. I thought it might help me understand these strange dreams. I have a record in my room that I borrowed from the drawing room towards that end. but I keep forgetting to ask the staff to bring a gramophone up to my room. They had a second suitable record there, I noticed, should you wish to try it yourself. Oh, and you should use an anchor, something to focus on to ensure your dream is what you want it to be. The picture of a person, or if you want to summon your mental image of them into the dream, or a scent, or well, there's a number of things you could use. Even a book on the topic could work. Maybe Mrs. Dean's journal would work. That's what started me on this after all. It did. What about those symbols on the well? Do you know anything about the symbols on the well? That's my Aunt Fahad's work. You should ask her about that. Okay. Have you noticed that Mrs. Montavani seems unwell? You know, I can't discuss my private medical information with just anyone. I keep their files well protected, so don't get any ideas. I won't be a source of gossip about the woman. Doctor, if I told you I'd seen a large shadowy figure on the ground, what would you say? Any other place or person, you might find yourself in a white jacket. But here, me? I'd say if it's truly large, then it's not a mortal's ghost. Perhaps you're seeing an echo of an old god. That's what I'm thinking. What do you know of Danan? Literally means the folk of the goddess Danu. They are the race that preceded humanity in Ireland. While we know where they are now, or where they ended up as such, where they came from originally is unknown. They are somewhat analogous to gods, though is more dependent on their specific character rather than their race. Or maybe a better way to put it is they're all godlike, but what godlike means is subjective. Can you tell me much about Kalich? Kalich, or as she's sometimes unfavorably called, the Winter Hag. Her time is upon us. She rules from Samhain to Beltane. Samhain being commonly known as Halloween. Beltane is May 1st and is ruled over by Bridge. She ushers in the cold, the dark, the wet. She guides the old and sick into the other world in that time, and then come May, she's gone again to rest. Can you tell me much about the Mortigan? The Phantom Queen. Look, Mr. Ward, it's important to note that we have 3 sources for all this. The writing of Catholic monks, so an agenda has to be acknowledged there. The second are followers who believe to have had encounters with the entities in question, again, those with an agenda. And the third, pure fiction, entertainment inspired by the first 2 sources, but the problem is they've all become intertwined, and all are true and false as one another. So take everything you hear with that in mind. So the Mortigan, a powerful goddess and war witch who can strike fear into the hearts of her foes and bolster the courage of those on her side. Many a war was won or lost based on her favor, and that's how she's often painted, a war goddess. But she is more than that. She's a triple goddess, so when all aspects are viewed together, a softer image comes up, a protector goddess. A fierce one, yes, but a protector nonetheless. I gathered Miss Dean was interested in learning Irish magic from your aunt. She was. Fahad rejected her, though. That's all there is to that. Okay. Does the name Goibuin mean anything to you? Certainly, he's one of Ireland's oldest gods. People focus on his smithing, but he was also a hospitaller. It is said one of his meals could protect you from sickness and decay, that he brewed an ale that would grant immortality to anyone who drank it. Along with this, he was a healer of sorts. He crafted living metal limbs that brought mobility to any of the Tuatha who needed it. What do you know about the goddess Bridge? The goddess, let's see, a member, the goddess of wisdom, healing, poetry, livestock, any number of things. She's sometimes thought to have 2 sisters of the same name with other domains, and sometimes are all attributed to one Bridge. You'll find her linked to Saint Brigitte too. I can tell you that for free.
I have to be on my... Be well.
Talking to him was actually a wealth of knowledge in a way. The problem is I need to talk to his... aunt. Because she seems to have a little bit more information. But I'm not 100% sure where she is. Now he's still at the walled garden, which I can always go back to if I need to. But I'm trying to see where his aunt is, if she's anywhere. Now no one's in the stables. This would be a good time to go back out there as well. If that's what I needed to do. The walled garden is only him, and no one's in the headsmaid. If I go out... It's a book of poetry by Quinn. It's of a bleak tone. Each piece detailing a gruesome death of a loved one is published last year. Okay. I don't know why that was important to look at, but it told me something about her. I need to get outside. I want to look at the stables. Oops. Oh, she's like right here. I want to look at the stables really quick now that no one's out there. There has to be a code or something to get... Oh, can I eavesdrop on this?
What do you mean the forge isn't set up? I sent word ahead.
I'm sorry, sir, but our telegraph machine was not working, so we must...
God, no, I didn't telegram. Terrible yoke. Wouldn't go near one. No, my cousin only came by a few weeks ago and told you.
Do you know who we spoke with?
How would I know that? Do you think he walked halfway across the country to give me a thumbs up?
No, of course not, sir. Regardless, even if we had received word, there is no working forge here. Only the anvil remains, and that is ornamental.
And your horseman? How does he shoe his horses then?
I believe he takes them to a place in Guildford.
Ah, here.
Oh, he's upset about that. Okay. Let me stop getting distracted. Okay. I'm just gonna pop by the stables really fast because I need that key. Not being able to get into people's bedrooms is slowing me down. And now that he's not here to spy, I can look again. Because he was here before, and that made it exponentially slower. There has to be a way to deal with it. I still don't know why that door is broken. We looked at the clipboard. We're gonna crouch down. Is there anything that I'm missing? Because there has to be a code somewhere. I can't imagine that they just know all this by heart. Like, how would you know this? Yeah, it's gonna be impossible to guess because it's like Oh, wait a minute. There's something on this wall. 26, 14, 32. 26, 14, 32. Let's try that. Because if it's not that, then I literally don't know. So, okay, so 26. We're going this way? Yeah. Okay, so 26, 14. So now we're going this way. Oh. And then 32. So we're going back this way. Okay. There's a key. I'm gonna take that. So this is the northwest corridor key, but there's also twigs and horsehair. They're covered in soot for some reason. They don't seem sturdy enough to be for practical use. They might be for a ritual or a charm. What would Mr. Hunter be doing? Right. It's like, sir, why do you have that? Okay, well, hey, at least we got a key. Now, I don't know where the northwestern corridor is, so Let's look at a map because that might be helpful. So that's northeast. So where is northwest? Northwest is by my room, kind of. And there's some rooms that I can unlock now. Cause I already had the north. Well, I already had a key, so I have the southeast key. No, I had the northeast key. I don't know what key I had. I had a key that unlocks some rooms. Now I have a key that unlocks more rooms, so that I have the northwest rooms. So we could go run and look at that, or I could try to go talk to Mr. Dupree. Maybe I'll go try to talk to Mr. Dupree. He's at the walled garden. I have a lot to ask him too, I think. Now the bar should have a ton of people too, though. Cause I don't know where his aunt went. Did I just pass the bar? No, the bar is this way. Right? Is this the bar? This is the supply closet. Do I need something in here? I think we've just never been in here before. This is the schedule. Oh, we knew that already. We already knew. Okay, never mind. We have some towels. We have towels. We have a mop and bucket. We have a lot of kids' toys. Lettered blocks, encyclopedia. Stuff about vampires. Is there something in this bucket? Stagnant water gives a room a foul odor. We have wax. We have paper. We have a key. It should open any of the bedrooms leading off the atrium. Oh, wow. That actually was incredibly helpful. We have a cross. The reddish stains are rust. At least I pray they are. Otherwise, I need to ask why it's laying in the middle of the housekeeper's effects. So we needed to be in here bad. What is that? What is this? What are these symbols? What is this combination? Oof, baby, I don't know. This is above me because I have not seen any symbols. Oh no, that's a lie. We have seen symbols. Hold on. Sorry, we gotta go dig through. We read the journal of the girl, Miss Dean, right? And didn't she have some symbols in a journal? Where is her journal? Why don't I have that? There we go. Can we look at it again? She had signals. So she had a cross, like a backwards D. Maybe that's not a D, but that's what it looks like to me. She has a triangle and then like like a diamond. I don't know. So we have a cross, a backwards D, a triangle, and then like I don't know how to describe that shape, but we do have symbols. So let's actually try that. Okay. Oops. Can I scroll? How do I move? Where's the cross? We have the backwards D. We have this and we have that. Can we check it? What does it open? There's a hidden door. Oh wow. I didn't expect that. Where are we? Is this the staff room? This is a hamper. There's nothing inside. I have no idea where we are. Okay. Don't know what that's about. Oh, there's lockers. This must be the staff. There's a changing corridor. And there's a bath. Oh, I thought the bathhouse was closed. Oh, they're all locked. I'm assuming they're all going to be locked. So I can't open any of these. Can I go in the bathhouse? It's locked. Okay. There's a changing corridor. There's a ladies. It's just ladies. Oh, I came from the gents. I'd be scared to go in there and get caught. but we're gonna try it and hope we don't get caught. Looks like they're all locked. Okay. I don't know what to do with that though. I don't know where we are. Let's look at a map. We just got a bunch of keys. This is a master key for all the bedrooms. So I can get into anything now, I think. Right? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm still wrong. This doesn't show up on the map anywhere. I don't know. Like I said, more questions than answers for sure. We can't enter the bathhouse. I don't know how to go back the way I came. Oh, back to the closet. So this is helpful to a degree. There's a wheelchair. Who does this belong to? The wheels are worn, but the seat looks new. Maybe it was refurnished. Maybe. A note that reads, where did I leave that damn Bible? Then a follow-up note, of course I left it handy for Mass on Sunday. Is there anything else? It doesn't look like there's a lot in here. So I guess we can just go. But the supply closet was actually very interesting. Took a chance on that. I actually originally was coming to the bar. So got distracted, but that was worth it to have another key. This is the bar. It doesn't look like anyone's here. Although I thought these people were mini alcoholics, so surprised that nobody's here. Just Mr. Doyle. Carmela. Pages are stained red. There's another cross on the wall. I mean, I could talk to him if I really want to, but I was hoping somebody else would be here. Just him? Gross. Okay.
You again.
Dang. That's the way to see someone. Where were you for the bridge game? The bridge game, that was Tuesday. I did not. No, I was elsewhere in my room praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. Sir, you were definitely not in your room praying. Get out of here. Do you have something on your mind, Mr. O'Mara? You seem distracted. Hi, I always do. Don't take it personally. It's not a comment on the company. Not right now, it isn't anyways. I just know I've always had this look, I think.
I'll be off, miss. Don't let me keep you.
I don't have a lot that he can help me with.
Hello again.
I want to ask you about the bridge game, because we haven't had a chance. I understand there was a game of bridge held on Tuesday. Don't ask me about that. Sure, I already told you I was in the hedge maze listening to what happened to your one when that... Oh, I see what you're doing. Asking in a roundabout way. What are you, some kind of Bobby? Wait, are you police? You legally have to tell me if you are. Is that right? Damn it, I'm not sure. Chill, I'm not police. I wanted to ask if you've ever seen anything here larger than a ghost. A shadowy figure? Sir, sorry, if you need something tangible, then I'm your man. This stuff, no. Okay, no problem. What do you make of these? They look like components for a ritual or charm of some sort. I wouldn't know about all that, sir. You could ask Mr. Hunter. He'd know about that kind of thing.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Dang, the bar is like a dead end. Okay. But the supply closet was incredibly helpful. Okay, time-wise, they want me to do something with Mrs. Joyce. Oh, can I click on this? I never know what to click on. We know a lot about her in a way, but then we don't know a lot about her in a way. We can create a hypothesis, apparently. So, Mrs. Joyce's goal is to something... I don't know. to Mrs. Mantovani before she's able to conduct the seance. So I know that part. But we're missing 2. Her goal is to stone. No. Her duct is to... Oh, no, it is stone. It's going to be stone Mrs. Mantovani to death. No, because it's not another red one. Oof. Yikes.
Mrs. Joyce intends to stone Miss Mantovani to death. I should find and confront her about
Girl,
this.
you cannot be stoning people to death. Where are you? I thought I just saw you. Isn't that wild? I feel like I just saw... Oh, she's in the west corridor. I guess I'm not in that one. How do I... Oh, Lord, Mrs. Joyce, please don't do that. So... Okay, let's talk before you stone someone to death.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
I have to confront you. Your goal is to stone Mrs. Mantovani to death before she's able to conduct the seance. Oh, Lord, my sweet Lord, what is wrong with me? Every moment the witch lives, I sin.
Even Abraham could kill his son for God, sir. Why? Why is it so hard to kill a damn witch?
Could you forgive yourself if it were easy? Is this truly what God intends? Think, Mrs. Joyce.
You don't understand. She's just been so kind. And I keep seeing her face. Except there's wet red down her skull. And the squelch of bone mixed with the scent of iron. So thick you can taste it. And her hair is matted and she's crying and I just...
None of it happened. None of it has to.
Right.
Doesn't it?
No.
No. We are godly. But not everyone needs to be godly to be good. And just because somebody is a mystic, that doesn't also mean that they are monsters.
Oh, I want to believe that. But every time I try, it feels like I'm questioning him.
So try again. God is steadfast enough for questions, Mrs. Joyce. And he's good enough to love you when you seek answers. I have faith.
Oh, sir, oh, you're right, aren't you? I can't do it. I almost... Oh, could I? Oh, sweet Lord, forgive me. Maybe he sent me an angel? To show me these people aren't savages. Please, take this. It's St. Bridget's cloth, a brat vrida for your protection. I pray the Lord keep you safe.
Then you're not?
I mean it, sir. I'll find a way to repent. I don't know how yet, but something will come up. I have faith that it will.
Good. I know this is a lot. I'll be back to check on you, Mrs. Joyce.
Oh, goodness. She has stressed me out. So there's 2 extra actions on the mind map. How do I get back to that? So under Mrs. Joyce, we have some other stuff. She needs to atone. We confronted her and we acted. We have to help her find a way to repent. Oh. How does one do that?
Good day.
Hello, sir.
Can we talk about what you just gave me? Forgive me, Mr. Joyce, but what is that? It's a special cloth, sir. It's laid out at sunset on St. Brigitte's feast day and brought back in before sunrise. St. Brigitte blesses it as she travels the land that night and sends the morning dew to fill it with healing and protection. It's kept me safe all these years, sir. I hope it does the same for you.
I'll be off.
God bless.
That didn't exactly tell me what I need to do with it. Sorry, I'm trying to go back to her. I'm supposed to help her atone, but I'm not quite sure how I can do that. Okay, we're gonna go to the garden because I need to talk to Mr. Dupree. He seems to be the missing link in terms of a lot of things, actually. Okay, so how do I get to the garden? We're gonna turn. Now we know the supply closet across from the bar is how we get to the lockers. But the problem is I don't have a key to the lockers. So I can't actually open anything. Oh, Mr. Hunter. But at this point, I want to talk to Mr. Dupree. I feel he's the missing link to a lot of things. Oh, he's talking to somebody. Oh, Mr. Dupree.
Oh, Mr. Dupree. I'm almost disappointed. I would stay clear of that one. I have my suspicions about her.
Mrs. Darcy, if I didn't know any better, I would think.
Oh.
Can I help you?
Damn.
No, I was just passing by. Sorry to interrupt.
That is quite all right. We were done talking anyway.
Damn. That nigga was right ready to know that I was behind him.
Hello again, my friend.
I have a lot to ask you. Where were you during the bridge game? Did you attend the bridge game? Almost, but the lovely Mrs. Mantovani offered me a reading, so how could I refuse? I skipped the game. I came across a ghost, Mr. Dupree. One I suspect you have ties to. I don't think I follow Mr. Ward. At the fire pit? You? No. No, you must be mistaken. Please, Mr. Ward, may we speak of something else? Okay. Have you ever heard of, well, ghosts are larger than normal? Well, I've heard a great many things, and many cultures claim to have giants walk their lands in times past, but no. I've never seen or heard of it, at least nothing that makes me believe. But other things, that is possible. Perhaps not a ghost, but an angelic visitation or other godly figure? Maybe. This land's old gods would have been described as larger than man, for example, and the mythology here references many giants in that vein. Yeah, that is accurate. I actually want to follow up on your statement, though. You said Mr. Mantovani offered you a reading. Yes, she did. For her astonishing showmanship, I was astounded she hasn't grown more of an ego. I'll have to confirm with Mrs. Mantovani that that's true. Have you heard of the old gods of Ireland, not defeated by mankind, but tricked by themselves? I always wonder if they lurk about plotting their revenge. If you're keen, I believe the library stocks a few books on the matter. I'm not super keen, but I am curious. What do you know about this? Do you know what that is, Mr. Dupree? Yes, I do. In simple terms, it's a powerful cloth endowed with the blessing of St. Brigitte. I've known those who make them to be amongst her most devoted and loving followers. Do you know much about the god? He's a smithing god, yes. I don't recall much about him. Perhaps one of the Callahans or Mr. O'Finn could be of more help. Oh, Mr. O'Finn, that's right. Have you learned much about the Morrigan? A triple sister goddess associated with war and fate. Some say she's the benign, the washerwoman, who appears before a tragedy to wash the clothes of the soon-to-be dead. It's funny you mention her. One of her triad is named Babj, which is also the Gaelic word for crow, which I find funny given how many of the damned birds were here at the moment. It's a murder many times over. Yeah, I noticed that about the crows too. How much do you know about the Kalaleech? Not much at all. I know that she predates, but nothing more than that. It's scary, isn't it, Mr. Ward, to think there are things out there older than gods.
Not at all, Mr.
I still don't have what you need, Mrs. Darcy.
Mr. Ward.
I am working on it, but apparently not fast enough. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Indeed I was, and I got roundly thrashed, so I don't want to speak about it anymore. I'm sorry, but I must ask, did many attend? I suppose I'll say that we eventually managed to convince the doctor to play after no small amount of badgering. He was a good sport about it, and surprisingly good at the game itself, come to think of it. His aunt was there too, of course, as was Miss Quinn, Miss Barbosa, Miss Lau, Mr. Coventry, and of course the Marquez. So they keep confirming certain things for us. Do you have any reason to believe that your husband was writing to someone he shouldn't have been before his death? Oh, do I? My Cecil was quite the wordsmith. That's what had me fall for him in the first place. Now, if only he had the decency to save those love letters for me. In your stories, has anyone ever been poisoned? Of course, I use them all. Arsenic, cyanide, strychnine, but my favorite is thallium. It's tasteless and odorless, you say, and it's very believable that a victim could ingest it without knowing. As it's a relatively new substance, the reader can believe it when the doctor misdiagnoses it with severe gastroenteritis.
That was all.
Good day, Mr.
So I didn't learn a lot, unfortunately. I'm still missing something about the old gods. I forget about Finn, because she wants me to help her mourn, help her atone, but I don't really have anyone who can do that for her, other than maybe Father Sanaa, but he would be probably the only person who could help her. I'm gonna go back and ask Mr. Hunter what's up, because what's up, you know?
Mr. Ward.
I already asked him that. Do you know much about witchcraft and magic, Mr. Hunter? Well, I wouldn't call it witchcraft, but I have my own way of things. There's a long tradition in Scotland of knowing how to bring a person good fortune or ward off evil. Things that you can make to that effect and the like.
Right.
Where is Father? Do I know where he is? I want to ask him if I can find him. I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he is. We don't have his schedule. I don't know where she is either. Unfortunately, we don't know where anyone is. Oh, that's not true. So 5 o'clock, which is coming up next. She's going to be in the drawing room. I may be able to ask her something in there. We have a few people who are going to be in the drawing room. We have a lot of people who are going to be in the drawing room for this talk at 5 o'clock. That'll be a good chance for me to spy into some rooms with all these people being in the drawing room. The only people not in the drawing room is the priest. So Sanaa is not in the drawing room at 5 o'clock. Jay Blake is not in the drawing room at 5 o'clock. I don't need her again. The aunt is not in the drawing room. And Finn is not in the drawing room. So we have a lot of people who are not in the drawing room. And Elmira. Yeah, we have a few people who are not. So they're not going to be in the drawing room at 5. Everyone else is. So in the interim, let me get back into my room, because I haven't had a chance to test that lucid dreaming. So maybe we could spend the next 5 minutes doing that, and then I can start looking at other rooms. Potentially. It's hard. Like, every day there's a lot to do. And I feel like you do get... Oh, Montavani, I need to ask you something. Sorry.
Signor Ward.
Since you're here, were you with Mr. Dupree last night? Mr. Dupree tells me you were kind enough to give him a reading on Tuesday. I did not know if it was a kindness, more an excuse to practice something familiar. But he's right. I read his cards for him. I hope the reading helps him find the spirit he's seeking.
That's all.
Of course.
Well, that pretty much confirmed it then. That going back to... We don't know who she was fighting. I don't know what to do. Let's go back. Because there's supposed to be a bridge game. How do I figure out that? Where was the bridge game? Now I don't know how to get back to figuring that out. Trying to figure out. Oh, so it's not that. Oh, the bridge game. So, according to Mr. Dupree, he couldn't have been it because he was with Montavani. So, that's kind of a dead end. He wasn't fighting with her either. The doctor wasn't fighting with her. We haven't had a chance to ask Mr. Toussaint. We're not sure if he was fighting with her or not because we don't have an alibi for him. I need to ask Mr. Scarit and Mr. Toussaint. Where were you and did you go to the bridge game? Now, on this end, we know it's not the Marquez. How do I confirm he was working on the stall door? And then Mr. Varley. And then we eliminated everybody else. So yeah, those are... So we need to ask them about the bridge game. We're missing... And then how would we confirm Mr. Hunter's statement? So we have 4 people we haven't ruled out yet. Because we just don't have enough information. Okay, upstairs. Now, any other time, Mr. O'Finn is like in a random spot. Today, he's like nowhere to be found. Okay, can we try this again? It's peaceful. I feel my eyes getting heavy. It seems like the music can be used to help me get into the right state of sleep to have some lucidity to it. It's possible I could return to that strange nightmare I had on my first night. Given so many people seem to be experiencing it, I can't rule out the possibility that something of use to my investigation is buried somewhere inside it. There, a visual anchor. If I want to explore the shared dream, this is the best I have to represent it. Mrs. Dean's journal. Now to sleep, but if it works, I may learn something. Hopefully it doesn't end my day.
Did it?
I think you are back in the dream. Their eyes are covered. There's still handprints. There's a painting. We didn't have a painting before.
Painting?
A painting in place.
In the place of the sigil from before. That's O'Connell Street. Back in Dublin. God, I miss Dublin. It is so simple compared to this place. The fireman. Why is there a picture of my club here? I wonder if I can find it. It can't be far. Perhaps beyond this.
I don't quite get it. It's not really telling me much. Who is that?
Miss
Yeah. What is that? Like, I feel like I should capture that. I'm gonna put it into Google Translate. I know that's cheating, but I'm not understanding. Let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, now when I put it in Google Translate on my phone, it says, I just want to go home. And this is in Irish. So she just wants to go. I know, I'm sure you do. They were going to tell me anyways.
But every door, every window, every corridor leads to the Seance. Home is so close. Just hide under your lock. Come to the Seance, Declan.
Oh.
Help me find a way out.
So she's asking me to... Well, I was attending anyways, because I'm already here.
Miss Dean! She's gone. I'm awake. But it worked. I dreamt. It was the same as before, but it was as if I was seeing what was behind the dream. I saw my family. My home. Dublin. But why? I was trying to find these things. They felt so close. Just behind the next obstacle. My brother, waiting for me at the bar. I might have wandered forever searching for them. Certainly it felt that way, had Miss Dean not shown up. Or the presence behind her. That presence spoke true, Miss Dean, I believe. Did it conjure her too? As it did the images of home? Does it want me, or rather all of us, experiencing this dream to attend the seance? Or is that as far as it can get on its own journey out of this place?
I don't know if that was helpful or not. Now all these pictures in my room have changed.
Something is different here.
How did I lose so much time? There's an event, but I'm late now. I missed it.
This is the fireman. The club I attend.
Right.
This
it wasn't here before.
Wasn't here before. That image. It was in the dream. Has the dream changed it here? Has it changed how I see this place? Am I only seeing this now because the lucid dreaming has opened my eyes to what is being shown to me?
See, yeah, that wasn't...
It's changing back. It hasn't altered reality. The dream lingered a while, like a slow waking, bled into the here and now. If only for a while. Would a longer sleep have resulted in the change lasting longer? Or maybe staying here for more time? What else is the dream changing that I am not aware of?
Right, because we know those pictures have changed too.
Amen. It can't be.
Right.
It has faded back to its original image. But for a brief moment, the image from my dream carried across to this place. Is this a painting of Dublin? Why is that all the way over here? It has faded back to its original image.
Right. Okay, so looking back at the dream, we can make a hypothesis now because we have all the evidence now that we've, you know, kind of reached in there. We are all something Blank's dream that is bleeding into reality. We're all exploring a practitioner's dream that's bleeding into reality. Okay. We're all experiencing that doesn't seem right either. No. Okay. So it's probably the shadowy figure's dream. Okay. So we're all experiencing the shadowy.
This dream, we feel like we're wandering this place, trying to find a way out. Out to family. Out to home. But we cannot. We can only get to the seance. It's blocking us. But it's not really us. There is something at the back of the dream. It's dream. That same entity. So we are in its dream, experiencing its desires, its fears. And when we wake, the dream bleeds into our world. For a while, at least. Perhaps longer the more it is experienced. I wasn't aware of the changes at first. I noticed them because I experienced the dream more lucidly than before. Which would explain why none of the others have mentioned the bleed in their journals or conversations. Well, regardless, everything points to the seance. I believe this entity spoke to me. True Miss Dean. It wants us to gather at the seance and help free it. I had a bad feeling about that event before. But now, it's clear that I must stop as many people as possible from attending.
Okay. Well, that explains part of our problem. Now, while I have some free time, I need to explore rooms now that I have a key. Looking at the map again. A lot of people are in the drawing room, which I can't get into because I took too long lucid dreaming. So for the people who are not in the drawing room, I want to explore their room. So this is Miss Montavani's room. Did we explore her room already? Maybe we did. Whose room is this? Can we listen? Did we go in his room? I can't recall if we were or not, to be honest. So we're just gonna take a quick little peek. Nothing of note. I don't want to look at the gramophone because I have my own gramophone. He has a book. Nothing of interest. You can close it. He doesn't really have much. A letter from a solicitor advising him that there's no formal way to defect from the church and declare himself an atheist, nor is there any means to sue for wrongdoing suffered in their care, as no record was kept nor witnesses found in relation to his exorcism. Not sure what they mean by that. Experiment 04B still unsuccessful. I have managed to induce lucid dream states, but they have not been in the same dreams I have at night during real sleep. None of the corridors, sigils, or standing stones from my nightly dreams. Why is that? My technique is as the research directs. Comfortable and safe space and suitable music. Could it be because I find myself here in an unfamiliar place? Could that be distorting my attempt? Perhaps I could try my technique and use Miss Dean's journal as an anchor. Handprints? What has Mr. Toussaint been up to? That's what I'm saying. A letter to Mr. Toussaint from another member of the Society of Psycho Research. They're urging him to reconsider his hardline stance against the use of magical practices in his work, saying the knowledge of the enemy's tools can help us fight against them. Given where I found this, he does not seem moved by their argument. A bottle of cologne. It's French, so I don't recognize the brand. Okay. Nothing of note. I don't really see anything under the bed. He has a novel. It's French. I have no idea what it's about. These books seem to be from the hotel's library. One on local history, another on local religion. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything with closing. I think we've seen it all. Okay, so for Mr. Toussaint, we didn't learn, to be honest, we didn't learn a whole lot. Did I do these rooms already? I feel like I did. I think we did all these rooms already. 7 through 12 was the one I already had keys for. So we already did 7 through 12. So I don't have to do... Well, I don't think I did 7 and 8. Did I do 7 and 8? I don't think I did 7 and 8 because they weren't on the main hallway. If I recall correctly. No, I went to 7 because it was unoccupied. 8 was who? Oh, Father Sanat. So now I've done 7 through 8. He has a huge room. And that kind of makes sense. Masses of correspondence from people. One Mr. Doyle and his placement here to investigate. Another talks about how the Aeon has been located, whatever that is. It resides here at Blake Manor. A note about freeing the Aeon from its prison at all cost. No death here is real. Another talks about how all attempts to reach Mr. Doyle have failed. I see the flyer for this event attached to another letter. This is your chance, Father, is written here. Somebody stayed here in order to reach Doyle, but he does not recognize them or know the faith. This is his schedule. Nothing of note. That's interesting though. What is the Aeon? We have poorly written maps. He's trying to complete the maps of the grounds, but it's poorly made, not his skill set, I suppose. Partial maps of the grounds, they're well made, unlike the most recent continuation beside them. Nothing of interest. Nothing in the trash. His shoes are medium. We needed to know that. Of course, he's wearing robes and stuff because he's a priest. That would make sense. Nothing under the bed. Nothing in the nightstand. But he's here to see Doyle specifically, which I think is interesting. He has a pistol box. Does this mean the priest is constantly armed? But why? Yeah, that's interesting. Why do you have a pistol box? He has a journal. I've uncovered a hidden door that leads to the woman's changing room. It's an ungodly place. Alas, I was hasty in my exit and have yet to review it properly. Between our assessments of the ground and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6. But we'll need to find these catacombs. Come Sunday morning, we'll search them stone to stone. That's interesting. So he's looking for stuff too. The Bible is a Gnostic one. He has sermon notes and the likes recorded inside. Is this the branch of Christianity he really follows? He has passages about a black iron prison marked, but I can't make out what they mean. It's hard to make anything of use out. It's a very dense tome. I need to look elsewhere for more understandable information. He has something about symbols. A sequence of hand-drawn symbols is saying next to the Bible. I'm going to take a picture of that with my camera phone because I won't remember that at all. Writing material. Did someone just put a note under here? A badly scrawled note, I think, requesting a meeting with Father Sinat, but it's hard to read. As best I could tell, it's signed Murphy. Okay. Don't know what that's about. But now I feel we've read everything. It seems to be a book on calling the dead written by Miss Montavani. So we've now seen rooms 7 through 12. I have time probably for one more room, potentially, but I can't even be sure about that. I thought we did 13 through 16. And oh no, I don't have the keys for this one. Okay, let's go back to the atrium. Is she here, Miss Barbosa? We could do 17, but quickly. A book of local land records in the library here. That was the book that Quinn is looking for. So I can finally deal with her. She has another book, book of poetry. That's her schedule. Do I have Barbosa's schedule? Where is she? I thought I had her schedule. No? No, I do have her schedule, so I don't need to read the book. These are her clothes. She has a lockbox. I need to go back and look at that. These are her shoes. A medium boot. We'll close them. She has a letter. Travel documents detailing a journey starting from Brazil in March of this year. She arrived in Lebanon in June, then worked her way up to Ireland over 3 months. She was in Ireland for about 6 weeks before this event. What was down there? Okay, so it doesn't want us looking at that. There's nothing under the bed. I already looked at the book. Okay. So the last part then is whatever this is. It's beautiful. It looks like it won't open with some effort. To open it, I need to navigate the emerald to the rightmost exclusion. Okay. So she has a journal. The only thing of note here is the following. Why do my dreams have me stuck in this place? It's endless halls and confusing doors. I want to get out, but I can't. The night that the dream does not wake me up, I end up at a seance. I think my father is there. A picture of a young Inez Barbosa with a woman who bears a striking resemblance to her mother, perhaps. A burial record from late last year. It's mostly in Portuguese, but from what I can make out, it seems to be from Miss Barbosa's mother. Okay. Well, we're done with this. And just on time because it's almost 6 o'clock. I don't have time to check anyone else's room. Because dinner's at 7. Now, I don't know where Callahan is. I can't seem to find her at all. I'm going to go to the bar to talk to O'Finn. Because he might know something about these different gods. I think I need to go this way. So where is the bar again? I'm always lost. It's like the craziest thing. How easily I get turned around. Oh, she's here. He's here. Dang, everyone's here. But where's Mr. O'Finn? I thought he was here. Yeah, I know you're here. I thought Mr. O'Finn was here. Is he not here? Am I reading the times wrong? Oh, he's gonna be here at 6 o'clock. Apologies. I definitely read that wrong. I thought he was here already.
Hello?
Right. Someone dropped this note. Do you recognize the symbol so I can return it? No. What are they? Actually, I do recognize the... Please put that away. It's messing with my stomach. Have you heard of an anon? That's like an angel, right? Is that right? How do I know that? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. I can't find it, Father. This place, it's protecting... Ugh. He seems to be possessed by something. Maybe that's why he's drinking, because he's having such a hard go of it.
Hello?
Do I have anything new to ask you? I don't.
That's all, Miss.
Farewell, Mr.
Is there anything new I need to ask him? I know you're just sick of me. What brings you to the seance, if I may ask? Well, sorry for there not being else to do at this time of year. The seance, of course, well, I don't have anyone beyond the veil I need to talk to. I leave my dead in peace. But this place is changing around us. As Halloween night draws near, the veiling is thin. That's all I have of need. Who knows, might be interesting, though I won't hang my hopes on it. I wanted to compliment you on your clothes. It's fine attire. You know this, did you? You have an eye for it, then. It's not so nearly as showy as I could get away with. But who's to care? Not me. I'm the one wearing it. Once I like what I'm wearing, I don't see much point in showing it off. There are grander things to be concerned about.
I'll be off, Mr.
Don't let me keep...
Okay. Now it's 6 o'clock. O'Finn should be here. I still need more keys to get to other rooms, but at least I have some rooms now. Now, I need to ask you, Mr. Coventry.
Mr.
Were you at the bridge game? I heard there was a game of bridge the other night. There was. I had to dust off my skills a bit, but it was a fun little game altogether. Might ask who played. I might try to round up a game myself, so it'd be good to know who plays. Oh yes, well me, Mrs. Callahan, Mrs. Darcy, Mrs. Barbosa, Mrs. Quinn, and Mrs. Louse was there. The Marquez Blake joined too, and of course the doctor stepped in for, I want to say, Mr. Scarit, who dropped out for some reason at the last moment. Thank you.
Good auntie.
Now can I eavesdrop? At what point can I get to eavesdropping? Are you?
Oh. No. I wish I hadn't come. It has cost me everything.
Oh. Well, I'm having a nice time.
It's a weird way to put it. I need to ask you something.
We meet again.
Were you at the bridge game? Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Oh, I don't think so. On Tuesday, no. I was relaxing fireside in the library.
Good day.
Good.
Okay. So, no, he's... Oh, you again? Yes, I wanted to ask you... Well, also about the strange... Do you recognize this picture? Of course I do. I took it maybe a week ago. Evelyn must have dropped it. You should return it to her. So he took the picture. I found a pile of twigs and horsehair. Does that have meaning to you? Either you have a magpie building a nest or someone is practicing witchcraft. But horsehair, maybe the stables is a good place to check.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Okay.
I should close off the mystery of Miss Dean's
I can't
bedroom.
seem to finish that. So...
And you're back.
Well, now I have stuff to ask you. Were you at the bridge game last Tuesday? No, I wasn't here then. Wouldn't have played even if I had been. I don't like bridge. Give me a game of 25 or Irish Dawn, though, anytime.
No, I should go.
Only do something if you...
It keeps wanting me to close off the mystery of her room, but it's like, I'm not quite sure how I would do that. I can't find her hidden notes. So, not sure how I would get to that. And then the bedroom mystery, also not sure how I would get to that. I'm supposed to look up Percival Blake, but I did. So, I'm not... I can't find room 15. I gotta keep asking people, I guess, about her room. But, you know, it's always a challenge. 2 other people are talking.
What are you thinking about?
Thinking? Do you... Sorry, did you mean me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought...
Nonsense. I'm no mind reader, but I know when a man has something on his mind. Now, what could it be? Angels! That's your thing, isn't it? That's what I've heard. Go on and tell me about these angels, then.
Don't let me bore you with that. We could talk about something else.
Not at all. This way, I get to go home and tell my friends about how I spoke to a boy who speaks with angels, which is just excellent. Do go ahead. How did you find out you could do it in the first place?
Oh, I nearly died.
Go on.
Ha! A horse riding accident, just over a year ago. You know how it is. The horse spooks, and there's only so much you can do. I don't remember much of what happened after I fell. Not what was around me, anyway. Just the most revolting pain in my side and my leg. And the idea that I was going to die. I can't say it seemed clear, because nothing was, but it did seem very certain. And then I saw. I still don't know how to describe what it looked like. But behind all that was happening around me, I saw it. A thing that I instinctively knew was an angel. My companions got me to a doctor. All the while I would see glimpses of it watching. I was babbling the entire time, I am told. It stayed with me until the turn of midnight. And by then, they thought that I would live after all.
And that was the end of it?
It is around me still. I get glimpses of it now and again. At some cost, I can see it more clearly for a moment. I think it watches me. Us. This seance.
And you speak with it?
I speak to it. Sometimes. It does not reply. If I am ill, or in danger, or on the brink of consciousness, I can make it out. See its shape. Exchange a few words.
Has the year last seen you ill, in danger, or on the brink of consciousness much?
I wonder if it has some purpose for me, but it never stays around long enough to get an answer. To look upon it alone is just unmatched. But the fact of the matter is, until the rituals work, those moments are all I get.
That was really strange.
We meet
I
again.
can't close off the question about her room. I haven't asked everyone, but I really don't.
Good day. Good.
There's a lot of topics and not a lot of time. I wish I could find the doctor's aunt. She would be the best person at this point to talk to, I would say, only because I haven't got a chance to talk to her much. It's just a hard one. I think there's nobody here. I need to talk to Mr. Varley as well. He seems to always be gone or something. It's like, where? Oh, Miss Barbosa. Sorry, I hate to be a drag, but you know. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Yes, Darcy taught me how to play. That's how bored I was. Did many attend. Aside for Darcy, and I were the Colligans, Quinn, Lau, Coventry, and this man who owns the place, Blake. Does this book mean anything to you? I was reading it, looking for information on the families that used to live around here. Quinn gave it to me, but it was no help. Still, she was good to offer. She was good to offer it. Do you have much in the way of family back home? None. My mother was an escaped slave. She raised me in a Quamlambo. I lived there my entire life, almost entirely, not leaving until slavery was abolished in 1888. Even then, we were slow to trust to stay outside, but last year my mother and I went to Rio to see Christmas there. She was nervous, but I was excited. We ate oranges and sugared nuts. Despite the heat, we even tried a mulled wine. As a gift, we took a photograph. I'm glad we did. It's all I have left of her. A man saw us that day, a captain of the forest who had run-ins with my mom in her camp. His job was to recapture slaves back when slavery was in full force. Bitter at having never found our settlement, he followed us back that day. Then he returned that night with some friends, all of them drunk. They began to shoot up the place, killing many, including my mother. Those they did not kill, they captured, and so my home was destroyed and my family killed and scattered. My lord, that's awful. Yes, I feel adrift in the world. Maybe someday I'll find something good in that freedom, but not yet. That's crazy. So you've come a long way for this event. I have. No, I've come a long way to get to Ireland. The event I saw advertised while searching for something else, but it suits my purposes, so I come.
Sure.
Where is Mr. Varley? Because now he's not here. We have so many people. Oh, the drawing room would be great to talk to. Wait a minute. Sorry, the drawing room would be nice. I don't need the library again. He's in the women's changing room. If I want to confront him. I don't know that I do. But then again, I don't know that I don't. So maybe the drawing room really fast and then... Oops, let me go this way. Just to talk to those two, and then go confront the father. Oh, there's the doctor. Thank God she's here. Man, I've been waiting forever to talk to you, homie.
This will be my last seance, Mr. Dupré. I won't survive the strain.
Then won't you reconsider?
And by myself what? A few weeks?
That's enough time to make it home.
Is it?
It has to be worth trying.
I live too good a life, Mr. Dupré. All my earnings are spent and I am broke. All I would be returning to them is debt.
I'm sure they wouldn't see it that way.
But it is the truth. No, I will do this seance and send the money back. They will have some comfort in that, at least. What I ask of you is to make sure my body returns to them.
Of course, Miss Montavani. You can rely on that.
I will literally take it to my grave.
I need to talk to her bad, because we haven't had a chance to deal with the aunt. So she has her clothes have seen many repairs. A Celtic cross similar to those worn by Catholics in the country. A streak of white runs through her otherwise red hair. She has a tan on her skin as if she spent time working outside. I don't believe we met. We haven't.
I don't believe we've met.
We have not. I'm Declan Ward. I arrived just yesterday, from Dublin. And yourself, ma'am?
Fia Callahan. No need for the formalities. I arrived at the hotel just a few days ago, but I've lived in the area all my life.
Ah, a local. A good person for a stranger to become acquainted to.
Oh, I'm not just local. I'm the local bandry, Declan. A wise woman. I've come to minimize the damage of this damnable seance.
I have a lot to talk to you about. So what brought you here to this event, such as this one with a rake of so-called magicians looking to tamper with the very fabric of our world? No, I haven't been that unlucky. Looks like my luck's run out, and I couldn't think of a worse use for all this know-how if I tried. Mark my words, this little trick of theirs, if it works, will be devastating. I've seen it on the wind, and I feel it in my bones. So she doesn't think it's going to go well. What's your timetable? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, I think it's quite likely I'll be in the maze for most of it. I tend to the old well, you see. It needs a great deal more care than it likes to let on. Besides all that, my dear nephew and I have lunch plans at 1. I want to run through my talk with him, which incidentally is in the drawing room at 3. After that, it's dinner at 7, and then feet's up for the night. As for tomorrow, it seems I'll be in the maze most of the day again, Declan. I've offered a few scrying lessons at the old well. Otherwise, I have lunch at 1, and then I'm in the drawing room for talks at 3 and 5. Then, of course, it's to face the fact of the damnable seance and see what's to come of it. Do you know anything about Miss Blake's room? Or Miss Dean's room, I'm sorry. Now, Declan, I might be nosy, but I'm not quite that nosy. Your guess would be as good as mine. She couldn't be anywhere near me. I haven't seen her in days. I noticed the well's been covered in these strange symbols. Do you have any idea what those mean? I certainly hope so. I'm the one who drew them. Oh, the land here has suffered, Declan. I fear the seance and its agendas may push her past the edge. The well is a pillar of the land, has been since the time of the gods. If it is safe, the land will be safe. The symbols are purely protective. But I fear all these short-sighted people have left us in need of an optician more than a healer. Okay. Is it true Miss Dean asked you to teach her Irish magic? Not much gets by you, does it, Declan? The nerve of her. She didn't ask, she demanded. For her attitude alone, I'd reject her, but you can't just learn these things on a course. It's a way of life, a means, not an end, and it wasn't the path for her. Okay. I heard that you've been known to offer people well scrying. What is that exactly? Well, to put it simply, scrying means looking for answers, or to somewhere you couldn't otherwise see. And wells have a lot of power about them, you know. If you ask a question to one, it might give you answers. If you're lucky, it'll even show you what you're looking for. That's what I do. I ask the well for answers or information. More often than not, it more than provides. Do you think it's hard for your nephew to be your apprentice for all these years? It's a long road, yes. He's been in my shadow since he was small. Even now, I worry that little shadow could disappear entirely inside my own. But he can still be a bit in his own head. Tries to think his way through when he should be feeling instead. That'll get you in just as much trouble as never stopping to think in the first place. He'll get there. He's just not there yet. Okay. Can you tell me about the goddess Brige? Well, as the Colleen ends the winter, they say Brige is the summer. One of the fairest and most loved goddesses. It's said that when her son was killed, does she need the first kneading? All other kneading since she shared that sorrow with mortal kind and knowing their pain of loss. It's interesting. Do you know anything about the Hedges Maze well? I know everything about it. Do you know the gods themselves would have drunk water from that well? It's been imbued with their power. As long as that water is pure, the land around it will prosper. That's an interesting take on that. Could you think of anything that might explain a large ghostly figure on the land? Ah, now they've gone and done it. I warned them that nothing good would come of the seance. It's not only a ghost, that's for sure. They only come in one size. All this messing has lured some of the fair folk here, or maybe awoken one of the Tuta. Don't look at me like a fleckless cow, Declan. The old gods, gone from our plane to the other world, but sure, what kind of god can't walk amongst his people every now and then? Were you at the game of bridge on Tuesday? I was, dear, and a fine thrashing we gave those posh beggars, too. Who was playing? Oh, well, it was myself and my nephew against Marquez Blake and Mr. Coventry, much to their dismay. The other table was Miss Quinn and Miss Lau against Mrs. Darcy and Miss Barbosa, who thought it'd be fun to play, but soon set right in those thoughts. Okay, so they pretty much confirm the same people. Can you tell me more? The gold gods, they're all around us in the hills, the rivers, the valleys, just below the surface where the other place can sometimes be found. I like that. I like when I am angry with a god, I can go to their house and yell at them. What do you know A smithing god, same as Bridge. My understanding is his work focused more on war. Weapons and armor, you see, whereas her work was more for daily tasks. Horseshoes, tools, pots, and the likes. Can you speak on the Mortagon? And what could I tell you? That she's a blood-hungry mad woman, or that she's the greatest savior of this land, a mother of monsters and a lover of mankind? Maybe she's all of it, maybe she's not, maybe she's this and more. I don't really know. I don't walk her path and I've not met her. The monks who wrote down our ways edited our ways. So is she the villain they made her out to be? Maybe, but I'd wager she's likely just a powerful and headstrong lass. That's villain enough for those monastatic boys. Can you tell me anything about the Kalich? It's her I welcome in when I form the circle and make space for intentions to form. I sat on her chair at the spring equinox to welcome the days, and then again on the autumn one to bid them farewell. I scrawled through her house on sleeve Gullion and caught a glimpse of the other world. In return, she sometimes visits me in my sleep and teaches me a trick or two. Okay. Not sure what she meant by that. When I arrived, I thought I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain. Ah, Declan, I'm sorry for whatever loss you've suffered. The Banai, she's called, an omen of death to come. This is the kind of thing I warned people about. If you're seeing her, we'll have death before the weekend is over, if it hasn't already happened. Why did you say sorry for my loss? The Banai, she only clearly visits those who are grieving. She's lured by the death to come, but she has been seen by those whose death's touch still on them, those still grieving for love lost. Well, we know the brother has passed away. What do you make of these? They look like some components for some sort of spell or charm of some kind to me. For a charm indeed, Declan, but for good or ill I couldn't say. Either way, simple magic is powerful in the right hands. What can you tell me about the Marchioness? Mary, I could tell you she did not care much for that title. We only spoke a few times. She had trouble conceiving, so she came to me under the dead of night for some alternative help. The Marquise wouldn't have liked that sort of thing. Funny how death changes us. I never heard much of how it turned out, but the boy is on the wall, so it must have worked. Not that I doubted it would, mind you. You mentioned you were a bean dry. What is that now? It's like a hedge witch. I offer treatments, both physical and spiritual, to the locals, and I look after the land too. Really, though, a land and its people are intertwined, so it's all one. That's interesting. Can you tell me more of your duties? What else is there to say? Healing of the land, the body, the mind, all that. Some veterinary work, blessings on the land, and tributes to keep the other folk happy. I do the odd bit of scrying for those with the need for it. And I train successors, or at least try. My nephew's been on and off that path these days. Oh. Now, you said something about the app. Why do you think the seance is so dangerous? Declan, are you a holy man? I am. Then you must be of the mind that all this, how this works, is God's will, God's design, yes? I suppose that'd be fair. Whatever system you live by has starts and ends. To pull that apart with no plan to patch it up, mind you, is to open a door that was never meant to be open. It's what the Greeks call a Pandora's box. Now, I can form a hypothesis, even though we just talked to her. Oh, because we've missed a lot. We haven't explored this connection yet. But it wants me to make one. So Callahan's goal is to bless the well to escape the Seance aftermath. No. Seance aftermath is last. So to protect. No. Let's try that again, because that doesn't make sense. I think I'm missing something here. I think it's the land, because she said everything's connected. So she probably wants to protect the land. So her goal is to probably bless the well To protect the lands. Okay. So her goal, she has a specific
Miss
goal.
Callahan is worried that the seance is going to leave the region decimated. So she is trying to protect the sacred waters to stop that from happening. I should find and confront her about this.
Okay, let's talk to her. She's going to take up my whole hour.
Declan.
Because she has a lot going on. Your goal is to bless the well to protect the land from the seance aftermath.
Well, you're not wrong. I'd do anything to keep this land safe. This lot shouldn't be doing their seance, but I doubt I can stop them. Best I can do is protect the land against them. Charms and spells should do it. And yet they aren't enough. I can't figure it out. I'm getting glimpses of the future here, and it's all death. Not a tree or creature in sight, and none of my old tricks are shifting that. I'm at my wits' end, Declan Ward. Ward. Ha! Now that's a sign and a half.
I don't follow.
A ward is a type of protection. I reckon the universe is telling me something. I said before, you seemed like good skin. So why don't you lend a hand? Take these components and bring them to the well. Maybe you'll see what I'm missing. May the gods be with you, because they are surely counting on you.
Oh wow, so she just gave me something.
Declan.
I wasn't done asking you all this other stuff though. What is the Fae? The other folk, you mean? I'd be careful, especially here now. As we get closer to Halloween, the veil gets thinner and thinner. It's not only ghosts that draw near. Okay. And what did you just give me? Have you had any luck? Not yet. Well, I have faith in you. And has me believing this is the right course of action.
I'll let
you take
care. Oh my goodness. She gave us a lot to do. She wants us to protect the well. We'll try. Now over here, I wanted to talk to somebody again. I can't remember now.
Hello.
Oh, I can ask you about her room. Do you happen to know what room she's staying in? Miss Darcy mentioned over here in a fight between Miss Dean and Miss Quinn outside her room, room 13. I can't help me on that. Do you know anything about the Fae? I know every culture has a name for the things that live on the edge of our understanding. The Japanese call them yokai, the Persians have peri, the Russians call them lishi, and so on. Each one is shaped by their climates and the reports influenced by human cultures, but I think perhaps they're all the same thing, whatever they ultimately is. Miss Barbosa seems to have suffered a great loss indeed. So she tells me, Mr. Ward. Grief is an old friend in my line of work, but it still does no good to see her visit a warm-hearted soul like that. I agree. Okay. Was there anything else I needed with her? Because now I have a lot of things that are outstanding. Do you know where her room is? Past tense, as she left. Now you say it, I have not seen her lately. I almost forgot she was here. Thank you. That was not helpful.
That's all.
Of course.
Okay. I think I'm going to save here because we've learned so much. Like, that was crazy how much we've learned about pretty much everybody. I need to go back to Miss Quinn because I have her, the book that she needed now that she was so upset about. And now I have her timetable, which is great. I don't even know where Quinn is. She could possibly be in the drawing room. No, because I'm in the drawing room. I don't know where Miss Quinn is. She could be in her own room. I need to go deal with the father in the changing room, but I can't deal with that right now. Alright, so let me save. Thanks so much for watching. We're learning a lot, but I think it's getting easier. As we now know all the players except for the Marquez and his son, it's a little bit easier to figure out what exactly is going on. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think?